Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. As you can see behind us, it is fall.
Yes.
Although it has been fall for a long time, it has not felt like that here. And now it does, and all of the leaves are falling off the trees, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's felt like we've had a really long start to fall. It got kind of cool early, but everything still looked really pretty. And over the last week or so, we got a freeze or two, and things started to really drastically change in the garden, and the leaves really are coming down, as you can see.
Yeah, and I feel like usually in North Carolina, during the fall at least, it's rather wet.
Yeah.
And as most of the country is right now, we are in a severe drought.
Yep.
So I think the leaves have just kind of clung on to the trees. And we were in Asheville a couple of weeks ago at the peak of the leaves in the mountains, and it was just beautiful. And I would say we are really getting close to peak here in Charlotte too. As you'll see, there are some beautiful trees here around our house and in our neighborhood. But that is not the point of our video today. We are finally starting the dreaded leaf cleanup. We're also going to be cleaning up some of the annuals and starting to cut back some perennials in our garden. But before we do that, we wanted to kind of walk around and show you a few pretty things before we get into our work, because there is, believe it or not, there is still beautiful things blooming in our garden. And we have a David Austin rose that just opened a brand new rose this morning. So let's walk over here and take a look. Look at that.
How pretty.
This is Carding Mill, and it smells so beautiful. And this is not the last one either. There is another one right over here that is probably going to be opening up in another 3 or 4 days too. And this is the first year for this rose, so I bet you next year it's going to be even better.
Yeah, and everything in this area has really been showing off the last few weeks. You can see the lantana we've got here. It has big, giant blooms on it, and it's just so pretty. They're like pom-poms.
It's almost like a mini, red hydrangea.
Yeah,
which
and
doesn't even exist.
They usually have a lot more orange color in them, so I don't know if it's the cooler weather that's making them do this, but they're just glorious over here. And then you can see we have
the bush daisy.
The bush daisies are so pretty. So everything's sort of giving us fall color, which we are happy about, because we have this big backdrop of leaves and orange and just glorious beauty.
Let's walk up here and we'll look at the shed bed real quick. So obviously this lantana is still going too, but this, I posted a picture of it on our Instagram. I think this is supposed to be a Dalmatian peach foxglove in here. I'm gonna step in here very carefully. So these are normally a peach color, but this is, well, maybe this is Camelot lavender. Either way, this is not a color that we grew from seed this year. But I noticed this a couple weeks ago. I was like, Brian, come look at this. It's huge. And the bloom stalk is giant.
Yeah, the greenery is so big and so beautiful. Each of the leaves is just really pretty and ruffled. And then you get up to the actual flowers, and the stem is really strong. So these foxgloves continue to impress us every single year. Last year we had one that literally grew and bloomed through winter. And that is just insane to us.
I will say for us, foxgloves are probably one of the most reliable perennials that we have grown from seed. They are poisonous, so if you have pets in your area, you want to put them in a space where they're not going to be able to get to them. But for us, our pets have never bothered them, and they're really beautiful to look at. The varieties that we have had luck with are Dalmatian peach. The Camelot cream is a really good one that tends to come back a lot. And I just grew Camelot lavender for the first time this year, and that one also did really well. It's a really pretty lilac color. The only one that I did not like was Camelot white. That one just didn't seem to be very vigorous. And I think next year I'm going to replace that with more Camelot creams. So anyway, just a little foxglove love, that's all.
Look at these daisies back here. That is so beautiful. They're like in full bloom.
So these are the butterfly white from Proven Winners. This is a Marguerite daisy.
Yeah, with that ageratum blooming in there. I don't know, there's just something about when it cools down that everything sort of perks up for just a little bit and gives us some more beauty. before we get into winter, and we're very happy about that, but you can see there's lots of cleanup still yet to do.
And we do have this salvia here, which, do you remember the name of this one?
I don't remember the name of this one, but
I'll find it and put it on the screen. But this never bloomed during the summer. We planted it for the hummingbirds, and look at it, it's covered. It's really beautiful, but fortunately, it's too late. Well, okay, so I think that's probably all the beauty that we have left in the garden. This area, oh, wait, let's walk down here real quick. So the trellis cottage garden, we keep calling it all different things. But this is probably our favorite spot in the garden, and it's still going. The Golden Dreams coleus just got nipped by the frost. You can see they're starting to turn black. So we may pull those today, but the Gomphrena is crazy.
So pretty.
This is only 5 plants, and look how big.
Yeah, this is the annual of the year next year for Proven Winners, and you can definitely tell why. I mean, it's frozen twice here already, and it's still looking so pretty and giving us so much pretty interest that,
Didn't hurt it at all.
I mean, maybe we'll just plant this exact thing right here next year.
And then back here, we have another, let me grab this leaf. We have another foxglove blooming. This is the Camelot Cream.
Wow, look at that with those pinks.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Still got
All
some
right.
pentas going here too.
All right, we've put off our work long enough, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start by pulling some of the annuals in the flower bed. We've got coleus to pull. There's some other things like ageratum that just aren't blooming anymore, so we're going to go ahead and clear those out. Then we'll blow all the flower beds out and start collecting the leaves.
All right, guys, so we've got all the leaves picked up. We got all of the annuals that we are going to get out cleaned up today. And I think we're about done. The yard's looking so beautiful. And if you watched our video from a few weeks ago of us overseeding, all of the grass has come in so pretty and it's so full. It looks kind of like velvet right now. And I'm really loving that transformation from all the leaves to all the green.
Yeah, and it's so satisfying. You guys have no idea. I think I've shared this picture before, but I'll try to find it and pop it on the screen for you.
Yeah.
When we bought this house, which was almost 3 years ago,
Yep.
there was literally nothing back here. The ground was covered in leaves, and there was dirt under the leaves when we finished picking those up. So we just feel super grateful to have had the opportunity to really transform this space, and it feels so good to see the grass finally grow in, because for the past couple of years, it's been kind of spotty.
Yep.
And I would say the front yard, we still have a little bit to work on. But back here, it's looking so beautiful. And we are going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
We still have the front yard to pick up with leaves, but that will have to be for another day because we ran out of bags and we're tired.
And we have a fall festival to go to today. So we're going to call that quits for today and come back for fall cleanup part 2. But we hope you guys have really enjoyed this video, and we hope you're getting out in your yard and enjoying this weather. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and follow our channel, and we will see you next time.
Bye.